So we're right now at 3 minutes into midnight Eastern Standard Time. Just do a quick New York session, Asian session update. And obviously heading into Friday, February 2nd, the biggest event will be the non-farm payroll, as I already mentioned in the last video. And the most important data will be the average hourly earning. Now, this will be a very critical point for US dollar to have a clear direction. It's either going to continue the current downtrend if we have something lower than expectation, 0.2%, or it's going to have a big reversal if we have something better than expectation or even better than the previous number. So if you obviously have something like 0.5% or more, that's going to create a huge buying into US dollar. If you take a look at DAX right now, obviously dollar continue to lose its momentum. Right now we are at 88.75, and this non-farm payroll will again basically give this US dollar index a push to either the downside or upside. Now, what's happening between the last video and until now, there really weren't any tier 1 data, but we did have two New Zealand data. Building consents and visitor arrivals both came out very negative. You can tell that one building consents came out at minus 9.6%. Previous was positive 9.6%. The visitor arrivals also at negative 2.8%. The previous is 2.5%. So that was a huge differences. And then, Australian dollar PPI quarter on quarter was 0.6%, which is better than expected and the previous number. So right now, obviously, New Zealand and Aussie are both still very bearish. In terms of the equity market, the US equity market closed, generally mixed, not really a big surprise. There wasn't really a clear direction. The Asian session right now, we are about 3 hours into the Asian session. It's still quite flat. So I don't think we're going to have a much, volatility happening between now all the way until the non-farm payroll, because that's what all eyes will be on that data. In terms of my current trade update, my Aussie Swiss got stop out. So basically Australian dollar really continued to lose strength. And the other currency, stronger currency like Euro, Euro, British Pound are still quite strong, but Aussie and New Zealand continue to go to the downside. And obviously the risk of sentiment also pressure both Australian and New Zealand dollar. For Canadian dollar, it's really in a sideways, as I'm saying that Canadian dollar right now, the major catalyst will still be the NAFTA. And unless we have a new insight, I do think Canadian dollar might just continue to go to a sideways movement. And the market is not, or the big market is not really going to get into Canadian dollar right now unless they have a clear direction. If you take a look at New Zealand CAD, it's really in a sideways movement. Not much happening. Okay, the screen is not coming out here, but not much happening for New Zealand CAD at the moment. So right now it's midnight already, so I think the brokerage account or the software is refreshing. As many of you know, a lot of brokerage use Eastern Standard Time midnight as a cutoff time for them to refresh the screen. So obviously that's really anything. Okay, now the Euro Swiss didn't really move at all. It just shows you that the euro is really a strong and resilient currency. Obviously, as I mentioned, I will not get into euro dollar at the moment right now. I'm not really going to get into any dollar trade. I really want to wait after the non-farm payroll to give the market another new push, another new catalyst to see where we're going. Okay, so basically that's the new updates. I'm going to put the current trade on the private member group, and other than that, waiting for non-farm payroll tomorrow to actually establish a new dollar trade. Either direction is possible, depend on the data. Okay, now if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow with another update. Bye.